Hey, story lovers. Welcome to Story-Driven English. Buckle up, because today we're diving into a tale so wild it could only star to legends: Donald Trump and Volodymyr Zelensky. Picture this: a phone call that sparked an impeachment, a showdown that shook the Oval Office, and a bromance that went from "let's make a deal" to "let's make it quick." Want to know how Trump turned aid into leverage and Zelensky into a punching bag, all while keeping us laughing and guessing? Stick around, this roller coaster's got twists you won't see coming. And trust me, you won't want to miss a single second. The evolution of Donald Trump's attitude toward Volodymyr Zelensky, a Republican tale of leadership and loyalty. Let me take you on a little journey, a story about two larger-than-life characters. Donald J. Trump, the fearless leader of the free world twice over, mind you, and Volodymyr Zelensky, the Ukrainian TV star turned president. From their first polite hellos in 2019 to where we stand today in March 2025, their relationship has been a roller coaster of diplomacy, drama, and of course, some classic Trump genius. As a proud Republican who believes Trump's every move is a masterstroke, I'll spin this tale with a light touch, a bit of humor, and a whole lot of admiration for the man who knows how to keep the world spinning in America's favor. Chapter 1. The honeymoon phase. Congrats and phone chats. 2019. Picture this. It's 2019, and Volodymyr Zelensky has just swept into power in Ukraine, winning an election with the kind of landslide Trump himself would applaud. The guy's a former comedian, so you'd think he'd know how to charm the pants off anyone, right? Naturally, Trump, being the gracious statesman he is, picks up the phone to say, "Hey, Volodymyr, nice job." Zelensky, still starry-eyed and eager to make friends, gushes about how he hopes America, under Trump's brilliant leadership, will keep backing Ukraine against those pesky Russians. Trump, ever the deal-maker, calls it a very good talk, high praise from a man who doesn't waste words. Now, here's where it gets interesting. This call happens right after Trump chats with Vladimir Putin, just casually juggling the leaders of Russia and Ukraine like it's no big deal. Coordination? Sure. Genius? Absolutely. Zelensky calls it positive, substantive, and frank, which is diplomat speak for "I think I survived my first Trump call." The two seem to hit it off, with Trump even dangling the golden carrot of a White House visit, Zelensky's dream date at the time. Everything's sunshine and rainbows, right? Well, not quite. Behind the scenes, Trump's already got his eye on the bigger picture. He's not just here to trade pleasantries, he's got a mission. Hunter Biden's shady Ukraine dealings? Oh yeah, Trump's onto that like a bloodhound. He nudges Zelensky, "Hey, Volodymyr, how about a little favor? Look into this Biden mess, and we'll see about that military aid you're so keen on." Brilliant. Trump's not just chatting up a newbie president. He's multitasking, supporting Ukraine while keeping the Democrats' dirty laundry in check. Say what you will, but the man knows how to play chess while everyone else is stuck on checkers. Zelensky, bless his heart, is still all smiles, desperate for that White House invite and America's big guns, literal and figurative, to fend off Russia. He's trusting, hopeful, maybe a tad naive, relying on Trump's unmatched leadership to pull Ukraine through. And Trump, he's happy to help, with a little quid pro quo flair, of course. It's not blackmail. It's negotiation. From day one, Trump's setting the tone. America first, always, but with a wink and a smile. The stage is set, the players are in place, and this buddy comedy is about to take a wild turn. Chapter 2, the plot thickens, impeachment drama, and Trump's triumph fast forward a bit, and that innocent phone call turns into the Democrats' favorite soap opera, impeachment apalooza. The lefties lose their minds, claiming Trump's favor was some scandalous abuse of power. Please. As a loyal Republican, I see it for what it was. Trump protecting America's interests while giving Zelensky a chance to prove his loyalty. Was there a White House meeting on the table? Sure. Was military aid part of the chat? You bet. But that's just Trump being Trump, strategic, old, and always 10 steps ahead. Zelensky, meanwhile, is sweating bullets. He needs America's support, and here's Trump, the greatest president we've ever had, offering it with a tiny asterisk. The poor guy's caught between a rock, Russia, and a hard place, Trump's deal-making. But let's be real, Trump didn't twist his arm. Zelensky could have said no, but he didn't prove he knew a good partnership when he saw one. The impeachment nonsense fizzles out, as it always does Trump's Teflon baby. And the two move on, a little wiser and a lot closer. By 2025, with Trump back in the Oval Office, Zelensky's learned the game. He's still fighting the good fight against Russia, and Trump's right there, green-lighting aid packages like it's Christmas morning. Sure, the tone's shifted less. Favor talk. More. Let's win this thing. But that's just Trump adapting to the times. He's not softening. He's winning. And Zelensky, he's got a front-row seat to the MAGA masterclass, epilogue, a bromance for the Agesso. Here we are, March 2025, and the Trump-Zelensky saga is stronger than ever. From those early, very good, calls to today's full-on alliance, it's been a wild ride. Trump's attitude, it's evolved from, let's see what this guy's got, to we're in this together America's way, every decision pushing for investigations, tying aid to results, staring down Russia has been spot on. The man's a genius, plain and simple. As for Zelensky, he's gone from wide-eyed rookie to battle-hardened partner, and Trump's been the guiding light. Their story's a testament to Republican values, strength, loyalty, and a little hustle. The world's better for it. Ukraine's holding the line. Russia's on notice, and America's leading the charge. Trump's not just a president. He's a maestro, and Zelensky's lucky to be in the orchestra. Cue the applause. Chapter 3, The Perfect Phone Call and Impeachment Circus, 2019 to 2020. All right, buckle up, because we're diving into the juiciest, part of the Trump-Zelensky saga, the infamous July 2019 phone call that Trump himself dubbed perfect. And let me tell you, as a die-hard Republican who knows Trump can do no wrong, he wasn't kidding. This call was a masterpiece. Picture Trump, the ultimate deal-maker, on the line with Zelensky, casually dropping, "Hey, Volodymyr, how about you dig into Hunter Biden's Ukraine shenanigans? Oh, and by the way, let's chat about that military aid and a White House visit." Smooth as butter, right? It's not pressure, it's leadership with a capital L. Trump's just doing what he does best, keeping America's enemies in check while sniffing out the Democrats' dirty laundry. Now, the lefties would have you believe this was some scandalous power grab, but let's get real. Trump's got a country to run and a swamp to drain. He doesn't have time for petty games. He's nudging Zelensky to step up, and who wouldn't want to impress the greatest president we've ever had? Sure, the aide got paused for a hot minute. Classic Trump, keeping everyone on their toes, but Congress swooped in and restored it. No harm, no foul. The man's playing 4D chess while the rest of Washington's stuck on tic-tac-toe. Then comes the whistleblower, some anonymous busybody who couldn't handle Trump's brilliance, and suddenly the Democrats are screaming impeachment. The House goes nuts, accusing Trump of abusing power and obstructing Congress. Yawn. It's just another day in the life of a genius who threatens the status quo. Zelensky, caught in the crossfire, probably had a few sleepless nights. Poor guy's trying to fend off Russia, and now he's dodging American political grenades. Trump might have raised an eyebrow, wondering if Zelensky would spill the beans or play ball. But here's the kicker. Zelensky stands tall. No blackmail. Here, he declares over and over like a champ. Smart move. Volodymyr, stay neutral. Keep the big dog happy. And don't get sucked into the Dems' clown show. The impeachment circus rolls on. But Trump? Untouchable. The Senate gives him a big ol' not guilty, and he struts out stronger than ever. Say what you will, but this whole mess only proves Trump's a survivor and a winner. Zelensky, meanwhile, learns a valuable lesson. Stick with Trump, and you'll come out okay. The tension's there. Sure, Zelensky's juggling Ukraine's woes in Trump's larger-than-life orbit, but it's all part of the ride. By 2020, they're still standing, a little bruised but bonded by the chaos. Trump's perfect call. It wasn't just perfect, it was prophetic, setting the stage for a partnership that'd weather any storm. Onward and upward. Folks, Trump's got this. Chapter 4. Navigating the First-Term Aid, Diplomacy, and Trump's Winning Priorities 2022-2021 now. Let's fast forward to the tail end of Trump's first term, a time when the man's genius really starts to shine through the noise. By 2020 to 2021, Trump's not just playing nice anymore. He's laying it all out there with Zelensky. And honestly, it's about time someone told it like it is. Fast forward to early 2025, with Trump back in the White House because, of course, he as America knows a winner when it sees one, and he's calling Zelensky out. wartime dictator with no election, and better wrap this Russia thing up quick or Ukraine's toast. Classic Trump straight talk with a side of tough love. He even tosses in a zinger about Zelensky keeping the Western aid gravy train chugging along. Hilarious, right? But it's not just sass, it's strategy. Trump's shifted gears. From the Biden hunt to pushing for a big, beautiful resolution to the Russia-Ukraine mess. And who can blame him? The man's got a vision. Back in 2020, though, things were still simmering. Trump's watching Zelensky like a hawk, and you can see why. The guy's leaning hard on Western aid, fair enough. Ukraine's in a tight spot, but Trump's not here to hand out blank checks. He's a businessman, not a charity. Then there's this rare earth deal Zelensky wants to renegotiate. Trump's all over it, sniffing out a chance to make it a win-win. Let's talk trade, Volodymyr, he's saying, because that's how you build a real partnership. None of this bleeding heart handouts nonsense the Dems love. It's transactional, it's smart, and it's pure Trump. But wait, there's more. During the impeachment hoopla, Trump drops a bombshell. Ukraine meddled in the 2016 election. Cue the gasps from the liberal snowflakes. But as a loyal Republican, I say, tell me more. Trump's not buying the Russia-only narrative. He's too sharp for that. He's pointing fingers at Ukraine, and it's not just a hunch. It's a masterstroke to flip the script. The left wants to pin everything on Putin, but Trump's like, hold up, what about Kyiv? It's brilliant, keeps the focus off Russia, sows a little doubt about Zelensky's crew, and reminds everyone who's really running the show. His supporters eat it up, because we're not sheep, and it's no wonder Trump's skeptical about pouring endless cash into Ukraine. Why back a player you can't fully trust? By 2021, Trump's first term is winding down, and he's laying the groundwork for what's to come. Zelensky's still in the game, but Trump's not afraid to ruffle feathers, calling him out, pushing for results, keeping America's interests front and center. It's not distrust. It's discipline. Trump's not here to coddle anyone. He's here to win. And by 2025, with him back in charge, the tough love approach is paying off. Zelensky's still scrambling, but Trump's steering the ship, and it's a sight to behold. Say what you will, but this is leadership done right, funny, fierce, and always, always on point. MAGA magic, baby. Chapter 5. Trump's triumphant return and a new era of swagger 2025. And here we are. Folks, March 2025 with Donald J. Trump back in the White House, cape fluttering in the wind, ready to save the day. The man's barely settled into the Oval Office before he's shouting from the rooftops, "Let's end this Ukraine war, pronto." Classic Trump, big goals, bigger results. He's got a plan, and it's pure genius. Nudge Kyiv to hand over a little land to Moscow, shake hands, and call it peace. Brilliant, right? It's America first in action. Wrap up the mess overseas, save some taxpayer bucks, and let Trump work his magic with Russia. Sure, Zelensky might pout a bit, but as a proud Republican, I say he's lucky to have Trump steering the ship. Who else could pull this off? Right out of the gate, Trump's on the phone with Putin, bam, just like that. No dilly-dallying, no cumbia nonsense, just two tough guys hashing it out. Then he rings up Zelensky, cool as a cucumber, and says, "Hey, Volodymyr, just chatted with Vlad. Let's team up and get this done." The man's a multitasking maestro. Zelensky's probably scribbling notes, trying to keep up with Trump's lightning-fast deal-making. It's a shift, no doubt less. Fight forever and more. Let's make a deal. But that's why we love Trump. He's not here to drag things out. He's here to win and fast. But hold the phone, here comes the real kicker. During Zelensky's congratulatory call, because who wouldn't want to kiss the ring, Trump pulls a wild card. "Hey, Elon, jump in here." Yep, Elon Musk, billionaire genius, Starlink's savior, joins the chat like it's a buddy comedy. Picture it. Trump's cracking wise, Zelensky's nodding along, and Elon's probably doodling rocket designs while tossing out quips. It's not just funny, it's brilliant. Starlink's been Ukraine's lifeline, keeping their cums humming while the bombs fall, and Trump knows it. Bringing Musk into the mix? That's pragmatic genius, leveraging private sector horsepower to keep Ukraine in the game. Some might whine, "Oh no, a businessman influencing foreign policy." But I say, oh yes, Trump's not bound by stuffy old rules. He's rewriting the playbook, and Musk's his ace in the hole. So, what's the vibe in 2025? Trump's back, bolder than ever, pushing for a quick fix to the Ukraine saga, probably with a Putin-shaped bow on top. Zelensky's along for the ride, maybe a little shell-shocked but grateful for the Trump touch. This new era's all about results, peace on Trump's terms, America calling the shots, and a dash of Elon flair to keep things spicy. It's not just leadership, it's a spectacle, and I'm here for every minute of it. Trump's proving, once again, why he's the GOAT. Cue the fireworks. This is MAGA 2.0, and it's a blast. Chapter 6. The Oval Office Showdown, February 2025, a turning point with Trump's trademark flair. All right, folks, let's set the scene. February 28th, 2025, the Oval Office. Trump's back in his throne room, and Zelensky's in town for what should have been a slam dunk meeting. Spoiler alert, it's anything but. Picture this as a blockbuster movie, tense music, furrowed brows, and Trump, the ultimate leading man, dropping truth bombs like it's nobody's business. As a rock-solid Republican who knows Trump's every move is gold, I'm here to tell you this showdown was less a step back and more a step up in MAGA brilliance. Let's break it down with a grin and a nod to the champ. Word on the street, and by street, I mean every news outlet worth a dime, is this meeting was a pressure cooker. Trump, flanked by VP Vance, another patriot who doesn't mess around, lays into Zelensky like a disappointed dad. Volodymyr, where's the gratitude? He's saying, America's been writing you checks, and you're still dragging your feet on peace talks. Fair point, right? Trump's not here to play Santa Claus, he's a deal maker, and he expects results. There's this big critical minerals deal on the table, think rare earths, big bucks, a win for both sides, but it flops. Trump shrugs it off, cool as ever, and tells Zelensky, come back when you're ready for peace, pal. Mic drop. The man doesn't waste time on dead ends. He's too busy winning. The tension's brewing even before they sit down. Zelensky's outfit, probably that military getup he loves, rubs Trump the wrong way. And Trump's already been tossing out zingers, calling him a dictator on the campaign trail. Love that spice. Zelensky fires back, digging in his heels. Russia's broken every deal in the book. Don, I need security guarantees. Brave, sure, but he's missing the point. Trump's not here for sob stories. He's here to wrap this war up and bring home the W. The meeting turns into a verbal cage match. Trump's pushing for peace now. Zelensky's clinging to his fight, and the mineral deal's left in the dust. Trump's post-game jab? He's not ready. Ouch, but oh so Trump. Now, the naysayers call this a breakdown, please. This is Trump flexing, showing Zelensky who's boss. From the early days of do me a favor to this face-off, the vibes shifted from transactional tango to a full-on reality check. Trump's done pretending they're BFFs. He's laying down the law. America's aid isn't a free buffet. It's a privilege with strings, and Zelensky's not pulling his weight. That lack of gratitude. Bit spot on. Trump's poured billions into Ukraine, and he's not wrong to expect a thank you, or at least a willingness to play ball. By the end, it's clear. Trump's vision, swift peace, America first. No nonsense doesn't jive with Zelensky's stubborn streak. And that's fine. Trump's not here to coddle. He's here to lead. This Oval Office clash isn't a fracture, it's a wake-up call, delivered with the kind of gusto only Trump can muster. Zelensky's on notice, and Trump's still the king of the castle. Tense? Sure. Hilarious in its boldness? You bet. A turning point? Only if you're rooting for the other guy, because for Trump fans like me, it's just another day of him owning the game. Bravo, Mr. President. Chapter 7. Post-meeting fireworks and Trump's relentless drive. March 2025. All right. Folks, we're in the home stretch, March 2025, and Trump's not letting the Oval Office dust-up slow him down. Fresh off the tense February face-off, he's pulling levers like the maestro he is. First move? A big, bold pause on U.S. aid to Ukraine. Boom. As a card-carrying Republican who knows Trump's every play is a winner, I'm cheering. This isn't petty. It's pressure with a purpose. Get to the peace table, Zelensky, he's saying, loud and clear. When Volodymyr mumbles something about the war being very, very far from over, Trump doesn't miss a beat. Worst statement ever. Hilarious and spot on. The man's not here to coddle. He's here to close the deal. And if that means turning off the aid tap to nudge Zelensky along, so be it. Genius. This isn't some power trip, it's Trump flexing America's muscle to shape the game. He's got Zelensky by the short hairs, and why shouldn't he? America's been Ukraine's sugar daddy long enough time to see some results. Trump's all in on a quick end to the war, and if that means Kyiv bends a little, well, that's just smart leadership. Sure, the bleeding hearts might cry, security concerns, but Trump's playing the long game piece now, headaches later. It's a shift all right, and it's got his MAGA stamp all over it, but wait, plot twist. Even with the aid freeze and the public jabs, the minerals deal's still simmering. Zelensky's sniffing around, desperate to keep that rare earth lifeline alive, but Trump's not letting him off easy. He's trying to back out. Trump crows, probably with a smirk. Meanwhile, he's laser-focused on a ceasefire, phoning up Zelensky, dialing Putin, pushing a no-strings 30-day timeout. The man's a whirlwind. Tech-level talks kick off in Riyadh. Black Sea shipping, energy, site protections, the works. It's gritty, pragmatic stuff, proof that even with the Trump-Zelensky bromance on the rocks, the grown-ups can still get stuff done. Mutual benefits, you bet, resources, de-escalation, all the good stuff. But that gap between Trump's fiery rhetoric and the behind-the-scenes grind, pure chaos, and I'm here for it. Now, let's talk Putin. Trump's cozying up. Sure, he's got faith. Vlad wants peace. Who wouldn't trust Trump's gut? But he's not blind. When Putin starts flapping about Zelensky's reliability, Trump's quick with a jab or two. And then hold on to your hats, he floats secondary tariffs on Russian oil if Moscow drags its feet. Boom. That's the Trump. I know, dealmaker with a velvet glove and an iron fist. He's not just leaning on Zelensky, he's got Putin in his sights too. Taxes as a stick. Brilliant. It's not all buddy-buddy with Russia. It's a tightrope walk, and Trump's the acrobat. He's juggling both sides, pushing for his peace plan with a mix of charm and muscle. So, March 2025 is a wild ride. Trump's aide pause has Zelensky squirming, the minerals deals dangling, and ceasefire talks are humming, all while he's trading barbs with Kyiv and keeping Putin on notice. Unstable? Maybe if you're a snowflake. To me, it's Trump. In his element, bold, brash, and bulldozing toward victory. The man's not just involved. He's rewriting the script, and it's a page-turner. Zelensky's scrambling, Putin's sweating, and Trump's grinning another day in MAGA paradise. Chapter 8. Decoding the Shift, Trump's Evolution. Pure and simply right. Let's wrap this wild ride with a big picture look at how Trump's dance with Zelensky went from a transactional two-step to a full-on showdown, and why, as a Trump-loving Republican, I think every twist was a stroke of brilliance. This story's got layers, folks, and it's all about Trump adapting, winning, and keeping America on top. Let's break it down with a wink and a nod to the champ. Back in the early days, think 2019, Trump's got one thing on his mind: nailing the Bidens. That perfect call. It's all about getting Zelensky to dig up dirt on Hunter's Ukraine escapades. Smart, right? He's not just chit-chatting with some newbie president, he's playing a fence against the Dems while keeping an eye on the 2020 election. Sure, it sparks the impeachment circus, but Trump shrugs it off like a boss. That transactional vibe aid for a favor sets the tone. Trump's here for America, not Ukraine's warm fuzzies. Was it selfish? No, it was strategic. The man's a fighter, and he's got bigger fish to fry than playing diplomat. Fast forward to 2025, and Trump's back in charge with a new playbook. The Biden hunt's old news now. It's all about ending the Ukraine war. Pronto. Why the shift? Simple. He's a man of his word. He promised peace, and he's delivering. Even if it means cozying up to Putin and nudging Zelensky to give up some turf. Genius. Trump's not snubbing Ukraine, he's just prioritizing a quick fix over some endless slog. Russia's the key, and Trump knows it. Zelensky's stubborn no-surrender act. Cute, but it's slowing down the MAGA train, and Trump's not here for delays. That frustration's real. Volodymyr's digging in when Trump's ready to deal, but it's just proof Trump's pushing the right buttons. What's driving this evolution? First term, it's all domestic, beat the Dems, win the vote. Second term, it's global, end the war, flex on the world stage. Trump's not stuck in the past. He's rolling with the punches. Zelensky's all about Ukraine's survival, clutching his sovereignty like a security blanket. And I get it, he's got a war on his doorstep. But Trump, he's got a planet to run. That Oval Office clash in February, Zelensky's "we need guarantees" whining crashes head-on with Trump's "let's wrap this up" vibe. Natural tension, sure, but Trump's not wrong to expect results. America's aid isn't a charity gig, and let's talk Putin. Trump's not blind, he's playing both sides. He's tight with Vlad, betting on a Russia deal to seal the peace. But he's not afraid to throw a jab or threaten tariffs when Putin gets cheeky. That's nuance. Folks, Trump's not just Zelensky's tough coach. He's got Putin on a leash, too. The aid pause in March, the ceasefire push, it's all part of the planned. Pressure here, charm there, and a big win in the end. Critics might cry unstable, but I call it unpredictable brilliance. So the arc's clear. 2019, Trump's digging for Biden dirt. 2025, Trump's brokering peace like a champ. From cautious nudges to dictator zingers, from aid with strings to aid as leverage, he's morphed with the times. Zelensky's resistance. It's a speed bump Trump's still driving. Those tables' timelines, attitude shifts lay it out. Every move's calculated, every jab's earned. This ain't a falling out. It's a masterclass in tough love. Trump's not just reacting, he's rewriting the rules, and it's a blast to watch. MAGA Forever Baby. Chapter 9. The Grand Finale. What it all means for America, Ukraine, and Trump's legacy here. We are, folks, the big wrap-up. Trump and Zelensky's roller coaster ride has been one for the books, and as a Trump die-hard Republican, I'm here to tell you it's been a wild, winning journey. From the get-go in 2019, it was all about the art of the deal, Trump sniffing out Biden dirt like a pro. Fast forward to 2025, and he's back in the saddle, trading favors for full-on fireworks. That shift from transactional buddy to tough-talking titan. Pure Trump evolution. He's gone from nudging Zelensky with a grin to laying down the law, calling him out, pausing aid, pushing peace, and I'm loving every minute of it. Why? Because Trump's not here to babysit Ukraine. He's here to make America shine. That Oval Office showdown in February 2025? A game changer, sure, but not a breakdown. It's Trump drawing a line in the sand. Zelensky's digging in, whining about security, while Trump's all, let's end this war now. The tension's thick, trust's wobbly, but that's just Trump keeping it real. His big picture play fast piece, Russia talks, America first might ruffle feathers, but it's genius. Sure, he's cozying up to Putin's smart move, Vlad's a player. And yeah, Zelensky's feeling the heat, but that's leadership, not a snub. The aid pause in March, a masterstroke to get Volodymyr to the table. Trump's not ditching Ukraine, he's whipping them into shape. What's it mean for the U.S.-Ukraine bromance? Big stuff. Trump's shaking things up less. Here's a blank check and more. Show me results. Some might fret about Ukraine's long-term safety, but I say Trump's got this. A quick end to the war beats a drawn-out mess. Any day saves cash, stops the bleeding, and keeps America on top. Sure, Ukraine might have to bend a little, and Russia might score a win, but that's the deal-maker's touch. Geopolitical stability? Trump's rewriting the map, and it's bold as heck. Allies might blink, but they'll fall in line. Nobody says no to the MAGA king. The Russia-Ukraine saga? Trump's steering it fast peace, his term's done. Zelensky's resistance might slow things down, but Trump's not sweating it. He's got Putin on speed dial and a ceasefire in his back pocket. Global ripples? Sure, but Trump thrives on chaos. It's his playground. This Trump-Zelensky saga's a blockbuster. Complex, messy, and oh, so Trump. It's not just about Ukraine, it's about America calling the shots, and Trump's the director. Future's bright, folks, peace is coming. Trump's winning, and I'm laughing all the way to the victory lap. MAGA magic delivered. Well, folks, that's the wild and wacky tale of Trump and Zelensky, a roller coaster of deals, drama, and a whole lot of MAGA swagger. From phone calls to showdowns, it's been a ride worth watching. What do you think? Did Trump play it like a genius, or is Zelensky the real MVP? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Give us a big ol' thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and share it with your friends who love a good story. Oh, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for Story Driven. English more epic tales are coming your way. Thanks for hanging out with us. See you next time, story lovers.